Steve Robertson. I'm the founder and CEO of Project Peace on Earth. And I want to give a quick introductory overview of what inspired this album that you see here in your hand. A lot of people participated in this. They're here tonight. I'm going to look to acknowledge every single person here because you are all very dear to my heart. Greg Spolenka, sitting over here to the right, I've introduced a lot of you to. He did the album cover work, and he really he brought a vision to the album that a lot of people began to glue around once they learned of the story. And during the incursion in Palestine over the summer, I was getting a lot of emails and a lot of Facebook videos. And one I just happened to stumble across was one of a reporter who was somewhat indifferently but passionately describing a little girl in a hospital bed sitting behind him. She was in a coma, and he described that the doctors were doing everything they could to save her, but they didn't know if they were going to be able to do this. And he said that if she did survive, that she would survive and find out that her mother and her father and her sister had all been killed in that bombing. And it was like a spigot of tears that came out. I just said, this has to stop. I have to do something, anything. And I said, what could I do? We had planned to do a large-scale aerial art image with my friend John Quigley called To Unite All. We had planned to do a total of 4 of these. We did, John and I, John, if you would just wave your hand there. John's one of my dear friends. And he's a real hero on the planet. And I took John with me. John went with us as an ambassador to bring 1,000 Palestinian refugee children to the base of the Mount of Temptation in Jericho. And we had them form the image of the Picasso peace dove and then spell the words love all. And then spell the word love in Arabic. And we filmed the image aerially. It went around the world. And the UN a year later selected this as one of the 49 most iconic images in the history of the UN out of 800,000 photos. So a quick round of applause for him. So the last initiative John and I were going to do was called Unite All, and hence the name To Unite All. This is obviously a play on what President Abbas is talking about, which is a two-state solution, but we also, the larger spiritual metaphor is that two do unite all. This Palestinian-Israeli conflict is truly the geopolitical and geospiritual linchpin for peace on the entire planet. And so I believe if we can bring peace here, peace is possible any place. And to this degree, so many of the artists here united around this particular initiative. When I sent this email out, I immediately was flooded with songs of support from musicians. This is an evergreen album that can bring tremendous support to both the cause of freedom in Palestine and the cause of helping children and families who desperately require our assistance. These people are living on dirt, literally dirt. And this is not acceptable. It is not acceptable for another country to build a prison wall around another country. And we know in our hearts that the Israeli people are beautiful godsends. They are loving and kind and caring people. They deserve our love as well. That's why this says, To Unite All.